Hello again. Been working with trying to get the audio better. Hopefully, this is a little better than the last time. Uh, Had a request on the previous video about how to use presets in the hole tool. Uh, I'm just going to start off with a basic block here where it's just 3" by 6" and it's 2 inches tall. One of the things I wanted to show you is I've got this one at 6 inches here, this dimension. Then this dimension, I've got something kind of interesting. I don't know if most people know how to mess with this. So hit edit, and I'm using the equation editor. And you just click the little function thing, and you can see on D2, which is this particular one I'm opening, it's highlighted here. And it shows what your value is, and then how you get there. So it's D1 divided by 2. So it's not D half, it's actually D1 divided by 2, or you can change it to D, you can plus or minus or whatever. So you can actually use this as a function. So when you change your D1, it will go through and automatically change the second setting. So you can actually tie these in. Um, this whole thing, you can actually constrain it so that you change one dimension, not only will it change the whole scale of the part or offset it or whatever. So there's a lot of really neat things you can do with the function. We'll get into that stuff as we go, but I just wanted to just kind of show that really quick. Okay, that out. So now I've got it set up, so I changed this to 5". See, it automatically scales everything, and then just hit Control Z, goes right back. This one I've done the same way. So edit it and make it 2, right? And see it offset the whole part from the grayscale block with the blue there. That's what I had previously drawn. Control Z, and it goes right back to the other way. Now this one, the function on this one is D3 times 2, so it's doubling whatever that first value was right there. Okay, cancel. Okay, just save all that stuff out. So what I wanted to do, deactivate it. Let's go into our 3D view. You can actually preset this, so every time you deactivate it, it'll rotate the part. And I kind of like that. I use that at work. This is my home unit. So generate the last feature. So I've got it all grayed out. So right now, uh, go through edit. Oh, let me unsuppress it. Okay. So now what it is, this is our hole. We're gonna put a grid of countersunk half 20 threaded holes. So we can go and edit that, and what it does, it brings it up, and then you've got the shape of your hole at the top, whether it's a drilled hole or not. It'll actually put the drill point in the bottom. You've got your limiting geometry, what the drilled hole would be. So the overall hole is 1 5/8 deep. The head is 3/4 of an inch. It's an 82 degree because it's a typical countersunk. We've got other options to do counterbored, counter drilled, or tapered, or just a straight hole. This one, I just wanted to do that just to show those. And then you go through, and then you can pick the series of thread. So you've got metric threads, and then these are your SAE threads, normally Acme threads, pipe thread. Um, I think these are British threads. So there's a couple of different ones that you can pick. They'll tell you size, so you can pick this out. So, I've got this one at 1/2 inch. So it's a 1/2 inch hole, 9/16, 5/8, 3/4. So you pick that, and it'll automatically pick in, your half 20 UNF, which is fine thread, right? Class 1B hole, blah, blah, blah. And pick your hole depth, and then we want the threads in that hole. Uh, so 1 3/8, right? Okay, so now we've got, we can label it first hole. So, okay, now say you need to be able to produce this on the sides also. So let's go back into edit. And see in the presets, there's nothing in here. Say you're going to produce that particular hole in a lot of different parts that you want, that you're going to generate. So what you do is just hit, like, counter. Can't type today. Microphone in the way. So counter half 20. We'll call it that, okay? So now we want to put another hole in here. So let's pick our hole tool again, pick our surface, and then place a hole, and see it'll automatically put it right in there because that's what we've got. But if we happen to have a different, so that'll save that. It's kind of like a grouping. It'll automatically put that kind of stuff in there. Uh, you don't want that. So, but what it does is it just basically saves that setting. So if you have a particular thread that you're going to be doing quite a bit, say you're making some fixturing or something like that, you can save that setting, and every time you go back to that half 20 countersunk thread will show up in your presets. So that's all that really is. So the next thing is I want to put that pattern in, or topology pattern. This is the easiest way to do the same amount of hole, to do a number of holes. You could go through and you can plot out this first hole. You can do that and lay out the whole thing, but it's usually easier just to use this linear pattern. So we can edit that so it'll show what it is. So I've got edge, this edge here is this particular edge on the top of it, and then instances. So I've got them at 1-inch spacings all the way across. So that just kind of gives you an idea of where everything goes. And that's the easiest way to do a whole pattern like that. So you can kind of see, like, this would be some kind of a setup fixturing block or something like that. Okay? Hopefully that makes some sense.